speaker.
Thanks, Brooke.
And a round of applause for Brooke.
The bitches. It's cool.
Okay, so keeping it short, keeping it cute. Please introduce yourselves. Hi, I'm Julie. My full name is Juliana, but you can call me Julie.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm your host, Lori Ellie, but you can call me Lori. So I have Julie and Jasmine here with me today. And yeah, so what made you guys want to become teachers? Like, is there a special reason? Because I'm not in the teacher credential program or any type of liberal studies. So I don't know, like, I'm curious, what made you guys want to become teachers?
I always told myself that the last thing I wanted to do was become a teacher because my mom was initially a teacher and I was young and I was like, well, you're going to school for like your entire life. And I don't think it was until I had a teacher that inspired me that made me want to become a teacher. She was very passionate about it and she created a safe space for us. So I kind of want to replicate that and also bring in relevant topics from the outside world and into the classroom. That way students are aware of what's going on.
So, growing up, supposedly, I was always saying that I wanted to be a teacher, so I guess I knew all along. But in reality, I don't remember saying that. But yeah, I also had a similar experience. I had a teacher, my first grade teacher actually, shout out to her, who inspired me to actually want to become a teacher. And I also like to be a first grade teacher, so honestly, I just want to like create a safe space for like students, and like I want them to experience stuff that I wish I would have experienced.
Aww. Very sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of went through the similar thing. My mom like grew up saying like, oh, you're going to become a lawyer, you're going to become a lawyer. And I'm a political science major. So, you know, sometimes we just manifest it like without even like realizing it. But yeah, like, so we're peer mentors and I don't know, like it's a very smooth sailing work study job. I would totally recommend if you have work study, finding a college of ed that you can help advise or be a mentor for. It's a really great job to have like as a college student, which is one of my reasons why I decided to become a peer mentor, honestly. How did you guys start off? Like, how'd y'all get the job?
Well, like, okay, I saw flyers. Mind you, this is like when Birdie like entering second year of first semester. So I was like really shy, super hesitant to like do anything. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. I wasn't actually gonna do it until I went to like one of the Caminante meetings. And I met
Shout out Caminantes.
And I met Min, who's our other peer mentor. And I was telling him about it and he introduced me to our boss, Gabby, and then that's how it all started.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
So for me, the way I started was that I was transferring. I transferred here from PCC and I finally moved out here for those 2 years for the rest of my undergrad. And I was like, okay, I'm out here, I'm on my own, I need a job. And I found out that they were having a job fair, I think in the first or second week. So I put on my clothes as if I was going to an interview. I brought a resume. And then I saw a job opening for what was it? Teacher
TPAC.
Yeah.
Teacher preparation.
Yeah. Initially, we worked with the Teacher Resource Center, and they needed a student assistant for that. So I met Elodia. I also love her.
Love you, Elodia.
And it was just kind of like right away from there. And she showed me where it was and basically what we had to do. And then once that kind of got put as a different space, Laura and I moved into the Student Engagement Center together, and then Jasmine also came along, and Min.
Yes.
And so,
Oh yes, Min is also, we'll put a picture or something. Min is also a peer mentor here with us at the SAC. He will be his own little special guest. If you know Min, you know that man deserves his own episode.
Yes.
But how I became a peer mentor. So a little bit like how Julie was saying, we kind of started, before there was the SSAC, there was TPAC, and with TPAC, they had like a resource center, which is how I, like literally same thing, like I didn't even know that. We went job fair, I know exactly which job fair you're talking about. I was the first year coming in here, And my roommate at the time like had convinced me to go with her, and like that's where I met Claudia, and I think I actually met Gabby there too for the first time.
Wow.
And yeah, Claudia gave me the job. I worked there for 2 years, loved it, and then as of last semester, we moved into the Student Engagement Center, which I love as well. It's a lot more. I feel like I'm a lot more social in there, which I really like. If you like know, the TRC was it was like its own little office, which was like super cute, really convenient. But I love like talking with people and like socializing a little bit. So I love the Student Engagement Center. It kind of motivates me too to like do my homework and like.
Yes, and then when it's lively, I love when it's lively and everyone's talking and like doing their own thing. And
we have a bunch of resources. We have peer mentors that can help you if you need help scheduling your classes if you're a liberal studies student. We have other student organizations in there, and we also host a bunch of workshops. Speaking of, we do have our own workshop coming up in collaboration with Beach XP.
So if I recall correctly, the theme of this upcoming one is relationships and boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Would you guys care to elaborate a little bit more on that?
So we're talking about like post-care breakups, about healthy relationships with like a partner, your family, friends, stuff like that.
How to take better care of yourself. We do talk about toxic masculinity and rethinking masculinity in general. And it's just honestly, the workshop is just supposed to be more of like a discussion base, keeping it open. So if you guys want to come and join, it's going to be on Wednesday, February 26th at the Student Engagement Center at 2 o'clock. So if you guys want to come check it out, we're going to be promoting it all throughout this week, so we would love if you guys would come.
And we're giving away goodie bags.
Yes! And
correctly, we also have a theme that we're doing, so if you guys do come, make sure that you wear red, white, or pink.
And you might get an extra ticket to our raffle at the end of the year. So just a little thought. But yeah. Games. Are you guys down to play a game right now?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So this is called Red Flag, Green Flag. And I'm basically going to tell you a scenario. And then you guys are just going to tell me from like your experiences, maybe your friends' experiences, like what you guys think. So how do you guys feel about 8 a.m. classes? Is signing up for an 8 a.m. class because you think you're going to be productive a good thing, a smart move? Or is it just an instant regret?
I think I'm like in the middle. Can I choose middle?
You choose
middle. Or like, I'm kind of leaning towards green flag, because I've taken 2 8 a.m.s. I'm currently taking my second. My freshman year, I struggled a lot, but my second year, I kind of like it. Like, I like waking up early sucks, but like, I kind of like it because like, on Thursdays, I just have my 8 a.m. and then I come to work, and my day's done. So, I like it. Green flag for me.
I've also had an 8 a.m. class before, and it was actually Monday through Thursday, so at first I wanted to cry because like waking up early every single day, I was like, But you know what? If you're a morning person, it totally works out. I will say, also, green flag. I'm leaning towards green flag. Another benefit of it is that if you arrive early enough to campus, you do get good parking.
True.
So that's another thing.
Yeah, and you're done with your day quicker. Well, depending if that's like your classes.
Yeah.
Depending what your class schedule is, but yeah, for sure. I don't like 8 a.m.s. I did it last year. I only had to meet up once a week. I could not do it. It took everything in me. I'm just not an 8 a.m. girl.
Yeah.
But I am a 10 p.m. girl. So my 10 to 11s, that's like my like cycle for sure. Okay. So this scenario, you need to get a textbook for a class. It's usually around $100 on Amazon and any other site, but you find a free PDF on this really sketchy website. Are you taking the risk, or you not? Red flag, green flag.
I'm afraid to say I would take the risk. Green flag.
I would too.
Just because I feel like there's already so much you have to pay for in college. Like if you have to pay for tuition, if you have to pay for classes, you have to pay for parking. I would take the risk and hope I don't get a virus, or I would do like an antivirus software app or whatever. Yeah, because I didn't pay for textbooks last semester because I downloaded all of them.
It's a really smart move to do as a college student, though.
Very.
Like, if you can digitally find your textbooks and then print out your readings, if like you prefer printing it out or reading it like that, then 100%.
Check your school library first. Sometimes they have it online.
Oh, nice, yeah.
ProQuest.
I think it's like mixed because like sometimes I don't know if I can say this, but like I don't really download the readings and like I end up not using them. So like I'm like between.
You're like a physical person, like a physical
Yeah,
book.
I'm a physical person too, but like also I wouldn't download it. I'd just like look up some reader stuff.
No, yeah. I feel like my mind would go to, if it's free on this website, what if it's free on others? So I would for sure try to like find my way. Hopefully a classmate smarter than me probably found it somewhere else safer, but
Yeah, I wait till they post it on Discord.
I've done that.
go in your Discords, you guys. Like that's like such like just working with your classmates, it's like so good. But yeah, I would do that. Okay. Switching your major after 2 years.
Coming from like liberal studies major, I think it's a red flag because if you take your classes that you actually need for your like major requirements, and if you want to switch, you have to start all over for a new major. So it's only like bad thing. But if you took in like your normal GEDs, I think you're chill.
I think it's a green flag, but I'm not a liberal studies major. I'm not in like no particular pathway. I can see how that could be definitely a big factor. But yeah, like I literally, it's my 3rd year here and I switched my major like 3 times. So I'm always an advocate for switching up your major if that's what you feel like you need to do.
I think it's also a green flag because you're not making yourself stick to something that you don't have your whole heart in. And I think if you stay on that path and it's something you don't end up liking, you're gonna have to go back to school later when it might be a little bit more difficult. So I think if it's something you don't want to do, just change your major.
Yeah, change is good.
It's
Ooh,
good.
also, financial aid covers up to 6 years undergrad, so don't worry about that 4-year track.
Take your time.
And if you need to take summer courses, go to community college, transfer, talk to your advisor. There's so much more affordable ways to go about continuing our education and a timeline that fits best for us, really.
And on that note, you can always make sure that what if they do a course matching or course equivalency? So you would probably want to see the classes at your local community college and then double check back at the university that you're currently at to make sure that it fits before you take it.
Yeah, definitely speak with an advisor before making major moves.
They're all for it though. Like my advisor literally promoted going to community college, and I think it's one of the best things I've ever done.
They understand.
Go for it.
We're students, save your money.
All right, you're going to a campus event/workshop, like how we have in the SEC. A lot of the times they have free food. Is it a red flag or green flag if you're just going straight for the food?
Green flag. We're college students, and I think that most people that promote events and they specify that there's going to be food, I think they know what they're promoting and what they're signing up for if people show up just for the food. But in a way, you still kind of get people to come to your space. They might have not known it was there, but now they do.
Yeah, very green flag. I mean, I would go just for the food, but I'm also there participating, so it's like a reward.
Yeah, for sure participate. Like, I think if you're just going for the free food, participate in a little discussion, you know? Help clean up, you know? But also, if you're just not that kind of person who doesn't want to speak up in public, totally fine. I think any audience is good audience, for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, guys, that is the end of our podcast episode. Super cute, super short. Make sure you follow all of our socials. We're going to have a QR code and probably somewhere on the screen showing our Instagrams and our TikToks. Keep up with us. And again, if you want to see us, we're usually in the Student Engagement Center, which is room 67 in the College of Ed building. Or if you want to check us out with advising or have any general questions like that, feel free to come to room 18 in the College of Education building. Yeah, I'm your host, Lori. Thank you guys for coming on to my podcast clip. See you guys next time. Bye.